Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or much depending on your location. Please join in the struggle to liberate our people from the contraption. Like and share videos, news update. We must stop this senseless sit-at-home. Uzodinma declares as summit comes to an end. Now, the Chief Insecurity Officer in Imo, Uzodinma, has told his colleagues, Southeast governors, that they must work together to end sit-at-home. He called it senseless sit-at-home. You've seen it? Senseless sit-at-home must stop. No mention of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was made in their deliberations. Talking about the Southeast governors, of course, you recall that a group, Ibojwe, told the Southeast governors that the issue of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should top the agenda. But we have observed them from their summit, the summit that was attended by political Ediabanes. Yes, including these 5 Southeast governors. They were there, serving ministers and members of the House of Representatives, captains of industries, top-ranking officers from the military and other security services, some academic dons and corporate eggheads, even the women and youth leaders. Some of them were there. They didn't say anything. What Uzodinma is saying, that senseless sit-at-home will stop. Imagine, senseless sit-at-home. They never mentioned Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. These governors, save Đîsâśteŕ, who was, actually bold enough. All these ones, they are afraid to say anything relating to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You have seen the governors you have in the Southeast. Oh, look, Uzodinma, his own welcome address, said, look, that there is need for unity and oneness among people from the zone to rescue the zone from implosion. He cited the spread of insecurity and the antics of non-state actors, according to him, in the region. He said he promised that the Southeast governors are working together to ensure that Igbo land returns to its previous glorious era. That's what Uzodinma said. He said again, participants must rise from the summit with a clear roadmap that people of the Southeast will follow to regain the lost freedom and business without molestations and harassment. That's what Uzodinma is saying. He said they must stop this senseless sit-at-home. He then suggested the floating of Southeast Development Fund to fund development research. He also held the planned dredging of Oguta Lake to Atlantic Ocean as a step in the right direction, while also commending the Nnewi, Aba, and Onitsha businessmen and women for exhibiting and sustaining the business spirit of Ndebo. Now let's see what Governor of Anambra State said. Soludo called for a 100-year development plan for the region. Soludo said the region must make all efforts to thrive despite the ongoing insecurity, adding that Southeast Zone is not the most insecure place in the world. Soludo said Southeast Zone is not the most insecure in the world. Okay? He continued to say, it is very good to lament, but I would rather like to see a glass as half full than half empty. The Southeast is ready for business. We must all believe in our ability to turn things around and get the Southeast going again. We need not just ourselves. We need Nigeria. Ndebo needs Nigeria, and Nigeria needs Ndebo. Ndebo needs Africa and the world and Africa need Ndebo. As an itinerant people, we cannot be an intolerant people. We need the partnership of everybody, partnership of the rest of the country, partnership of the diaspora, and partnership with the international community. That's Soludo saying. Now, for the State Governor Dr. Otti, dialogue represents the way forward in addressing the insecurity in the zone. He called for an understanding of the anger in the land, adding that leaders in the region must pursue justice, stamp out all forms of violence, and stop the extortion of the poor by the rich. That's Alex Otti. Stopping the extortion of the poor by the rich. No mention of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's release. Now, the Enugu State Governor, Dr. Peter Mbah, talked up the need for a connecting road to all Southeast states and a unified market to aid the region enjoy competitive advantage for specific products. He also encouraged the need for regular meetings between all stakeholders in the states. That's Peter Mbah. Now, the Benue State Governor, Right Honorable Francis Nwifuru, they called him. He said he's being represented by his deputy, Princess Patricia Onyemaechi. He also buttressed some of the points raised by his colleagues, while also commanding closer monitoring of children to nip nefarious associations in the board and the need for the people of the Southeast Zone to believe in themselves. That is Francis Nwifuru. No mention of mass organizations. We don't see them finish now. They convene Security and Economic Summit. Security, no mention of mass organizations. Yes, and you are saying security. They are actually, mischief makers. All these governors, you see. Mischief makers. They are not serious at all. The people of Southeast Zone, the Biafrans, you have seen your governors. They are not serious to bring peace, tranquility. They are comfortable using these armored tanks, even in their bedroom. They are comfortable with it. They like the way they are going to even the church. The church they are going to deceive themselves there. They are going there with armored tanks, making people to panic. They like it. They enjoy seeing people suffering. They enjoy seeing people, the killings going on. They like it. If not, they know the panacea. They know the antidote for this whole brouhaha. They never mention it in a security summit. Something that was, was designed to, to stop these activities of, this insecurity going on in the Southeast. And we know that the first step to take in ensuring that peace, tranquility is being restored is the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Tom, Dick and Harry is aware. Everybody in the Southeast, in Igbo land, is aware. Over 70 million Igbo. Everywhere in the world, they are aware. Even neighboring states, they are aware. Nigerians are aware. If they can tell themselves the truth, they know that if you want to restore peace in the Southeast, release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The international community is aware. They have had it. They know it. They have done their own research. Not even they are here. They're in Nigeria. They're seeing things. They're seeing what's happening. They know this country more than some citizens of this country. The international community, they know that the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a panacea. And those who call themselves Southeast governors converge in a security meeting. They call it Security and Economic Summit. Both the economy, you cannot talk of the economy without security. They are pari passu. They complement each other. All right. The security is leading, is first. Talk about security of life and property before you talk about investment, business, economy. Now you are discussing these two important, issues of life. It refused to mention Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That you have noticed that with him, well-meaning personalities have said it, that once he's released, peace will come. Because we know those who are causing the insecurity, they are those state actors. Forget about what Uzodinma is saying. They are his own people, the army. So once Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is released, then you go back to their base, you go back to Kaduna, to Zamfara, to, Borno State, to Gombe, Sokoto, Jigawa, Duse. Go back where they come from. What are they doing here? Sit at home will end now. So, but they refuse to say it. They refuse to say the most important thing, momentous, something that was supposed to be accentuated in that conference or that summit. They were treating trivialities, trivial things, and frivolities. Yes, trivialities, frivolities. That's what they discussed in the Security Summit. It was a debacle, a disaster.